the now former head of the Monmouth County SPCA, Buddy Amato, got himself in all kinds of hot water for these unbelievable texts that he was sending out to folks.
He's resigned as the chief of police for the Monmouth County SPCA, and there is now a pending lawsuit that alleges that he sent racist, homophobic, and sexually explicit text messages to employees. Some of them are memes with Bill Cosby. He warns his employees about patrolling in, quote, racially mixed areas. The text messages and exchanges really are quite shocking and jarring, and some of them were sent to 11 people. Now, Sue Desmarais began working as a volunteer for this county chapter of the SPCA back in August. There's some disagreement about what may or may not have happened next, whether or not she was asked to leave. But according to the Monmouth County SPCA, their most recent statement, they say that she has not been asked to leave the organization, that she still is a volunteer. And she said that she was offended by these text messages. We have Andrea Bowen, the executive director of Garden State Equality, to weigh in on this. I know you're working with Sue in her lawsuit. Give us a little insight into how Sue feels right now.
She is a really remarkable woman. She's, a police officer from a family of police officers. And she felt like it was incumbent upon her, in the vision of fairness, to make sure that Chief Amato's, texts were brought to light. Because this calls into question his ability to be fair to all people.
Why a lawsuit? I mean, at what point do we say these are just words and he's out of the job, so he can't now discriminate in this county position any longer? Why do we have to now go in and tie up the courts? And why should somebody be deserving of some kind of a financial reward because they were upset and offended?
As she lays out in the lawsuit, she made a complaint to superiors, and then they stopped giving her work. So there is a sense of retaliation, right? And we have an interest, as a public interest, to make sure that when people make complaints about civil rights problems, which is very much so is, they're not retaliated against.
Back in 2003, Chief Amato, he actually volunteered to help the NAACP in a protest against a police chief who used racial slurs over the radio. He actually got an award for that. So it does kind of bring into question some of, the intention behind the text messages.
We'll see where this goes, but thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.